Imagine counting on your monthly Social Security check, only to hear that next year you might get a raise. Sounds great, right? But the story isn't as simple as it seems. For the average retiree, Social Security pays around $2,000 per month. In 2026, a projected 2.7% cost of living adjustment, COLA, could increase that to about $2,054. At first glance, that looks like a nice little bump, a few extra dollars to cover groceries, gas, or bills. But here's the thing most people don't realize. Medicare Part B premiums are expected to jump nearly 12% next year, from $185 to $206.50 per month. For retirees 65 and older, that premium comes right out of your Social Security check, like a payroll deduction. So while the COLA might seem like an automatic raise, the rising Medicare costs eat into it. What looks like $54 extra per month is actually closer to $32.50 in your pocket. Even for younger beneficiaries under 65, the full raise applies. But for seniors, the math isn't as simple as the headline number suggests. It's a perfect example of how numbers can be misleading and why understanding both the COLA and healthcare costs is crucial before planning your 2026 budget. We'll break down exactly how this affects your monthly check and what it means for your spending power next year. Let's break it down with real numbers. If you currently receive $2,000 per month from Social Security, a 2.7% COLA in 2026 would increase your payment to $2,054. That's an extra $54 each month, or so it seems. Here's where it gets tricky. Most Social Security beneficiaries 65 or older have their Medicare Part B premiums automatically deducted from their checks. With premiums projected to rise from $185 to $206.50 per month, the extra $54 from the COLA doesn't all make it to your wallet. After paying the new Medicare premium, your effective monthly increase is only $32.50. That's right, less than two-thirds of the raise you were expecting. Suddenly, that headline number doesn't feel so generous anymore. For younger retirees who don't pay Medicare Part B yet, the full COLA does apply. But for most seniors, rising healthcare costs significantly reduce the benefit of the raise. Understanding this subtle but important difference is key to planning your 2026 budget and knowing exactly how much more you'll really have to spend. We'll explore why this increase might still not keep up with the costs retirees face and what that means for your retirement income. Even with the 2026 COLA, there's a bigger issue lurking. The cost of living is rising faster than Social Security checks. While a 2.7% increase sounds decent, essential expenses like healthcare, medications, and housing are climbing at a much higher rate. Take Medicare Part B, for example. With a projected 12% increase in premiums, seniors could see much of their COLA absorbed before it ever touches discretionary spending. For someone with a $2,000 benefit, that means the real boost is just $32.50 per month, enough for a few extra cups of coffee, but hardly a game changer. This gap between the COLA and the actual rise in living costs is why many retirees find themselves budgeting tighter than ever, even with a raise in hand. It's also a reminder that relying solely on Social Security may not be enough to cover unexpected expenses or maintain lifestyle choices. The good news? Understanding these numbers early gives you a chance to plan ahead, adjust spending, and explore strategies to maximize your benefits. We'll show exactly how much this affects your monthly income and what options you have to make every dollar count. Let's put the numbers into perspective. If your Social Security check is $2,000 per month today, the projected 2.7% COLA for 2026 would raise it to $2,054. Sounds simple enough. Now factor in Medicare Part B, which seniors typically pay directly from their checks. With premiums rising from $185 to $206.50 per month, your effective monthly income drops. After paying for Medicare, that $2,054 check is actually only $1,847.50 in usable cash, an increase of just $32.50 from this year. It's a subtle difference, but one that can throw off budgets if you don't account for it. For retirees under 65, this issue doesn't exist yet, so they'll see the full $54 increase. The key takeaway? The COLA might feel like a boost, but rising healthcare costs can eat up most of your raise. Without planning, that small gap can make a real difference over the course of a year, especially when coupled with inflation in other essential areas. We'll explore strategies many retirees overlook that could significantly increase your Social Security income beyond the COLA. Here's the surprising part. Many retirees leave money on the table without even realizing it. While the COLA provides a modest increase, there are strategies to maximize your Social Security benefits that could add thousands of dollars to your annual income. For example, delaying benefits past your full retirement age can increase monthly payments, and coordinating spousal benefits strategically can create a bigger combined income. There are also lesser-known rules that allow you to claim credits or optimize your payout based on your earnings history. Some experts suggest these strategies could increase retirement income by tens of thousands of dollars over time, sometimes as much as $23,760 a year if used correctly. That's far more than the modest $32 increase many will see from the COLA after Medicare premiums. Knowing how to navigate Social Security isn't just about boosting income. It's about financial security and peace of mind in retirement. Planning ahead, understanding the numbers, and taking advantage of these strategies can turn a small raise into a meaningful difference. We'll break down how to prepare for 2026 and make sure every dollar counts toward your retirement goals. With the 2026 COLA and rising Medicare costs, planning ahead has never been more important. Even if your check only increases by $32.50 after premiums, knowing the numbers lets you budget smarter. Start by reviewing your monthly expenses and identifying areas where you can adjust. Healthcare, groceries, and utilities often take the biggest bite out of a retirement budget. Small tweaks now can help offset the rising costs that the COLA may not fully cover. Next, consider maximizing Social Security benefits. Delaying when you start collecting, coordinating spousal benefits, or claiming credits for higher earning years can all increase your monthly income. Even small adjustments can make a big difference over time. Finally, think about supplementing your income. Part-time work, freelance opportunities, or investments can provide flexibility and security in case expenses rise faster than your benefits. Understanding both the COLA and Medicare changes isn't just numbers on a page. It's preparing for a retirement that lets you live comfortably and confidently. We'll reveal the key takeaway for every retiree, how to approach Social Security in 2026 so that your money truly works for you. Here's the bottom line. The 2026 Social Security COLA will give most retirees a small raise. But rising Medicare premiums and inflation mean the extra money doesn't go as far as it looks on paper. For someone receiving $2,000 a month, the effective increase may be just $32.50 per month, not the $54 you might expect. That doesn't mean you're powerless. By understanding how COLA interacts with healthcare costs, planning your budget, and exploring little-known strategies to maximize benefits, you can make the most of your Social Security income. Some strategies could even add tens of thousands of dollars to your retirement over time. The real lesson is this: don't assume a raise solves everything. Stay informed, plan ahead, and take control of your benefits. That's the difference between just surviving and truly thriving in retirement. So, if you're counting on Social Security in 2026, now is the time to review your numbers, understand the impact of Medicare, and explore strategies that can stretch every dollar further. Consider this a wake-up call. Small details in retirement planning can make a huge difference in your financial security. Retirement income isn't just about the monthly check. It's about understanding how everything fits together. The 2026 COLA shows how small adjustments can impact your budget, especially when healthcare costs are rising faster than benefits. For retirees receiving around $2,000 a month, the reality is that rising Medicare premiums and inflation can eat up much of a Social Security raise. But being proactive can change that. Reviewing expenses, maximizing Social Security strategies, and considering supplemental income sources are all steps that make a real difference. The key takeaway? Don't wait until the first check hits. Plan ahead, know your numbers, and explore ways to increase your benefits. Even modest changes can provide tens of thousands of extra dollars over time, giving you more freedom and peace of mind in retirement. By staying informed and taking control, you can turn a small COLA into meaningful financial security and ensure that your retirement is not just about getting by, but truly thriving. Are you ready to take charge of your Social Security benefits and make every dollar count in 2026?